Zen. Just a little bit more zen. Tonight's not looking like the night, put it that way. We did have 1 gold. These worth something. This is let's try it. The odds feel low, but hope springs eternal. That was a good stage. Yeah, not great. I like that I have a dynamite, but I did not want to spend so much time to get it. This. I believe we didn't have anything better. Dynamite will probably help here. Gives us a chance to kind of correct our facing a little bit, maybe. It's not a guarantee. It's an opportunity. There we go. Made up some time. Not all of it, some of it. That could have been worse. Like, that has to do it. Little dance at the end just wastes another couple of seconds. Right out of there quickly. For that being a slightly longer stage. But we're gonna play one out. I owe it to myself, if not everyone else. Probably owe it to everyone else, but I also owe it to myself to play one out. Okay, let's go. That should absolutely give us enough. It did? Let's go. That was just me forgetting that I needed to do a double drop and out of the way, messing up my opportunity to do a double drop. All we need to do is get that ripped out. These are the kind of mistakes that I just gotta get out of my game. again, these over the course of a run, those kind of mistakes just add up so much. So that was a nice clean one. I'm really happy with that. Getting piece blocked is a very, very transient condition. What is blocking you 1 second? If you're waiting on something, and then it shows up after 6 or 7 pieces, and then you tend to get 4 of them, and then it's very much not what you need anymore at that point. We need 3 stages in a minute. And we did not give us the power up. Very rude and impolite. And that's on the 3 stages in a minute pace, but unfortunately the last stage is bigger than the rest of them. So. Okay, stop. This is a good setup. We aren't gonna gold, but we might get out of this okay. It's not actually where I wanted to fire that. We made it back in the green, so it's definitely playable. So we got 30 seconds to gold on this, and then 20 and 20. So, again, that's still a minute we could save from here. Probably still need a gold from here to make it all the way to. We're out. 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. 2, 2, 2, 3, 4. Can't be more with that. We lost the power up. Tried to go drag and get it. I was not able to pull it off. There we go. It's not bad. No, I need to be going a little faster than this. You can see this stage is deeper. That's not bad. It's still like, well, we'd like to go faster, though. This is pretty bad. This is not. None of the stuff I need is anywhere near where I need it. A little drag just to try to. Come on, man. I don't even care. I don't need it. Need this out. We're just blocked. And bleeding time. Not bad. Alright, what the? course, they're just literally wild goose chases to the other side of the world. This is so bad. This is so bad. Stages get worse from here, and we're on pace for a 7-minute level. This is so bad. Had to do that. Take the penalty if it. I have to see if there's ways I can take penalties to speed things up like that sometimes. Okay, let's get out of here. This is a 3 shape. It's still only a 2, so. Not read that. Let's get up. So completely blocked on things right now. Nothing is going up. Thank you. 2 stages, 39 seconds. The odds of it happening. Very big 0. What the heck? We will be red for sure after this. Don't think using a power up on this stage is the right call. I'm so mad at some of these misdrops and falling. Okay, that one misread the game state. It was too low to actually have the chains. Oh, we didn't lose. That stage is easier than it looks, and we didn't lose as much as I was afraid of. Gravity combos are not going to help me in this case. Okay, blues and L's. Alright, 2, 3, 3, 2, 4. Kinda holding the power up because I know we got an ugly stage coming up soon. So now I need to get a little bit more dug in one of the lateral directions. Do it either way. Alright. this one is I'll try to find this first drop. Do whatever we can after that. Alright, let's get out of there. Now we have a 4 area, but it's friendly shapes, so we're going to drop. Wait, that's not it. It's a good. We're in a good position. Well, okay, I'm not even sure about that. We're in a playable position. Certainly, it's not the worst position we've been in tonight. Out of here. All right. 3, 3, 3, 4 from here. The 4 is rough, though. Okay, how was there no piece there? It was absolutely a piece there when I dropped. And then I dropped and it was on the base level of the ball. It's like, what the heck? Alright. We got 2 minutes and 3 levels. And we lost a gigantic one of his power up. Which is not a promising way to have things go. This because there's nothing here. Not these zigzags if they don't. We get this all chipped out. We should have a 3x3 area ready to go. There we go. 2 stages left. Minute and a half. We power ups here and here get to hold into the next stage. The next stage is much worse than this one. It's not like a rules, that it is like a statement of purpose. Okay, so what's blocking me is this corner. There we go. So now we have L, T, and Z. So it's the nice shapes, but it's all of them. Defeating some. You got 3 of them on the ball, and basically, yeah, there's no way you can actually do anything. Even if they activate more easily than other shapes, that doesn't get around the fact that they are still. There's too many of them. Can't use them to activate each other at this point. So we need to throw this down here. This is way off in the wrong direction. Don't have anything to do with it. You're already behind. That's impressive. I feel like we've barely even been in this level. Wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad. We basically need to gold the PB here, though. There's not a lot of daylight between my gold and my last time through here. Thank you for finally looking at this. This is a 3. There's no more small spheres. Everything is pretty hard to block from here on out. So we need that one. We're gonna need this. We're gonna need it to get that last zigzag ripped out. Do that, which should be done. Gotta go faster than that. And it doesn't. Not only do we have to go faster than that, it doesn't get easier. Nothing I can do. It's a total eclipse. Sphere. It's kind of late to be using that. What do we do? We are waiting on hills. So I threw that away. Waiting, trying to burn because we needed hills. The amount of progress we can make is limited until we can actually get pieces that I can work with. Yeah, we are nowhere near on pace for this one. Sucks. I think I'm gonna have to change around some of my strategy early and try to farm more power-ups, but using more fuse pieces during the early parts. Still, though, it's like completely and totally saturated. Pieces I don't need. It's the last time I had a freaking green. Take this one. It's like I need to make sure. Yeah. Okay, what's blocking me is I need this as a power piece. Yep. Okay. It's frustrating though because we are going so slow. We need to go faster. That's actually like the one thing that I actually am getting right now. Alright, so there we go. That was a little better. We saved a little time there. of them in a row. Get me out. We did bad on the first one. We haven't been bleeding more time, but we're still easily on a 12-minute pace here, because that last stage is actually quite a lot worse than any of the ones that preceded. Still averaging about a minute a level. It's misread. Okay, I did not expect that we had that one done, but I would definitely take it. But what? I'm gonna blame that one on the accumulator. Any of this. Just about treading water. A 1008 doesn't even feel possible the way this is going today. How do they even do that? Yeah, we're stable, although that last stage is deeper and bigger. Yeah, this stage is worse than any of the other ones that preceded it, too. Just gotta get rid of this nonsense. And these stages in isolation, they're pretty consistent. I'm getting about a minute on them. This stage, I am not going to get a minute on. There's nothing going on with this stage that would lead me to think a minute is going to be a plausible time to dig out a 4x4. Still don't have anything I can do with this. Didn't suddenly become less useless. Dot Face, thank you so much for the raid. And welcome in, raiders. We are just about wrapping up at the end of Tetrisphere. My name is Jamich, and I play a bunch of weird stuff. we have already lost the PB because I'm not really going as fast as I'd like today, but that's how it is sometimes. What's up, Dot? What were you doing tonight? Was it BMS? 2DX? Power washing? We got a little bit more to go. Yeah, at this stage in the run, things do end up getting a little bit focused, but we're already a minute past PB, so it's not exactly like I'm playing super seriously. I wanted to get one finished run in today. It's this one. Is there anything blocking me besides this? Yes, there's a little bit still hiding down there. So, let's get a little bit. What's still... There we go. That's a clunk. Well, since I got the raid, it is way past my bedtime, but I'm gonna keep going a little bit. We are way behind, but let's play through episode 8. That'll take about another half hour, and we'll see what we can get. But we do have to first watch the mandatory love cutscene. Yeah, I'll take this. I actually have this moment to be... Hey, Raiders. Hey, Raidies. Yeah, once again, my name is Jamich. I do a bunch of rhythm games, but I also do a bunch of speedruns. And I'm derusting and improving Tetrisphere because I have a run of it at Midwest Speed Fest. Anyway, the game really does pick up the difficulty about midway through episode 4 or 5. The first few episodes are pretty straightforward, but also the timing's really tight on them and they're very RNG dependent. When we start getting towards these later episodes, it's harder, but that means my times are less optimized. So we definitely still have some extra time to save on some of these. Tetrisphere, I misread that, so we lost the power up. This is a very interesting game with very weird mechanics. Okay, so what are our limiting factors right now? I need to dig out a 3x3. So we can kind of tee all these up. Maybe we can get it. We're still caught on this little corner down here. There we go. It's not too bad. I gotta keep in mind that the timer there includes that giant cutscene, which we had no choice but to sit through. So as we get into the mid-game here, episode 6 out of 10 for this mode, yeah, everything is going to be 3 shapes on the ball. Some of the stages have 4, but it's not many because it's very difficult at that point. Most of the early stages are 2, which is definitely noticeably easier than 3. Because you're trying to line up shapes and then do these drops. I think we just need to get that out. There we go. Let's spam this power up. Just want to get rid of some pieces while I'm waiting for the rocket to fire. We're just mostly dragging around and trying to dig. Can't actually dig that one out. This one can. So like I need to dig out a 3x3 area. What's blocking me? I have one little piece of a T hiding down in that lower left corner. Just need to get this out, and then I just need to get it gone. There we go. So this is going a lot better than last episode was. Also, this is the best song in the best soundtrack on the N64. It's going to be tough to come back from a minute and a half behind, but we're going to give it a shot. Let's pull this out. I think if we get this, that should do it. There we go. Welcome in, Sparko and Codemaster. Yeah, this game has layers upon layers of mechanics. I mean, the base thing you're doing is that you are trying to line up two pieces and then drop a third on it, and that will start a combo and it will break the pieces. That's the base idea. But there's a lot going on around that. Like, the first thing I want to mention is, like, you got these little glowy pieces that start to show up as you clear chains, and those do three things. The first is they can actually climb up one level. Other pieces can only go down. The second thing is that you have that timer on the bottom right, and clearing the glowy pieces helps refill that timer. That timer, if you let it go, eventually it will start forcing drops on you. It won't kill you, but it will force drops, and 3 strikes and you're out, and I just made one. Alright. We're okay. Things don't get hairy until the second misdrop. Fortunately, that's not a piece I need. One of the big struggles in the speedrun is that you get piece blocked a lot. We need a 4x4 hole this time, and that's substantial. We're almost there. We can... Oh, that's annoying. Can we staircase that? It's a little bit better, yeah. There we go. Just get this out of here. We're good. It's 6 minutes. Yeah, we're doing okay. Alright, should not have to spin that far to find literally anything that works. It's not a good sign. But we need to use this dynamite. We can't just sit around on it. So the power-ups. There's 3 ways you can earn power-ups. The first is by getting a chain of 20 or more. The second is by breaking one of these fire bricks that you can see right down here, like, I'm trying to do it. There we go. And the third way is there's a meter on the right side. It's really hard to see, but it's above the little clock. And if you fill that up, you also get a power-up. There's 6 levels of power-up. Each one acts slightly differently. The dynamite blows out a large area, which is actually very useful for what I'm doing here. Alright, we need a 3, 3. These are size 3, except the last one's going to be size 4. 4x4 is a much bigger area than 3x3 because it's a square. So you got it's a square rule. It's an area, so it's almost twice as big. The 4x4s, they are rough. Now we are almost there. What I need is pull this. My problem is I need to get this out. And I actually can't. But what I can do, there we go. I can't reach it, but because it's at least partially exposed from above, I can still destroy it. One thing to be careful of is that if a block is not at least partially exposed on the top, it doesn't matter if you can see it, you can't interact with it. If it is partially exposed, even if you can't grab it because doesn't have a clear view to the sky, it needs a clear view to the sky somewhere to be grabbed, but if it's at least partially exposed on the top, then you can blow it up. Did I mention this game has very, very deep mechanics? It is also not a Tetris game. It's like Tetris Attack. They put the name on it because they thought it would sell more copies. It probably did. Alright, so there we go. Should be good. Nope. Almost. Just need to step that out of the way. Alright. Got 2 minutes to gold, although that's gonna be not easy. But we play these games not because they are easy, but because they are hard. I think somebody said that once. Alright, there's a power-up. Now's not the time to use it, though. Let's chip this away. There we go. That was a very clean level. I'm very happy with that. Now, unfortunately, this is a deeper ball with a bigger requirement. The nice thing is it gives us all these angled pieces. So the rectangles, you have to line up an entire side in order to break them, but anything that's non-rectangular, they basically just have to touch. Now, it's still subject to that rule of they need to have daylight, they need to have some exposure on the top to be able to interact, to break. The only exception to that is if pieces are stacked directly on top of each other, like I just did there, those will also interact and break. But like you can see there's a red down under there. Oh, that one is exposed now. I don't think it was when I started to get that little speed. So we gotta go 4 wide here eventually. Trying to keep my eyes on what is actually going to be the bounds of what I dig out. Okay, I don't want that. We're just gonna dump it. Little trick I figured out is that if you have multiple pieces in a row and you don't want them, you can do a quick double drop and it will basically let you get rid of the extra, because they'll both still go into a valid combo. And this should be good enough. That's a clunk. We saved under a second. On episode 8, we shorter than episode 7. All time saves are time saves. Okay, we got this dynamite, let's use it. And again, dynamite is really great for clearing out a nice wide area of effect. The power-ups are not random, they are leveled, so every time you collect a power-up, it quote-unquote improves the level of the power-up, but I don't necessarily want the higher level power-ups. Actually, that issue there, the reason that was a misdrop is because there were blocks underneath that I could not interact with, and that one was just I missed. So now we're not in a good spot because I'm just trying to get some greens, please. I don't need any of this. That's why I'm off working on the completely wrong part of the ball, because none of this helps me progress what I need. So take this, kind of clean up. There we go. Not a great stage. There's 6 levels of power-up. But typically what I would like to do most of the time is either get the first or second and then just use it. If we were playing the other mode, which is hide and seek, there actually is a case for one of the power-ups that otherwise doesn't make any sense in the speedrun. It peels an entire layer off the ball, which nominally removes the most pieces, but the goal isn't to destroy every piece on the ball, it's to dig out to the center. So it mostly just covers a large area of effect that we don't need. So I just need more. Just kind of waiting on bells, I guess. Bring this one down. That should get us out of here. Okay, looks like we actually get the reprieve halfway through episode 7. So what happens is they stop increasing the difficulty by making the ball bigger and have more pieces on it and making you dig out bigger things. And what they do is they increase the difficulty by making the timer go faster, which might not be great if you're playing casually, but you know, we're speedrunning. We don't care about the timer. We're already trying to get through it as quickly as possible. We're really close. We just need that. We just need to get this out of the way. There we go. One little crystal block. We just had to slide over and pop it. Trying to see if I can. I'm not able to get that to step up. Way out of where I want to be working. And you want to try to pick one area to dig and dig that area. It's unfortunate if you have to start deviating from that. It's wasted time, it's wasted work. Quick double drop there because I don't need that. Oh, we are actually dang close. Closer than I thought we were. And we got that power up fire block, so that's nice. So, is this going to be good enough? I think we're still blocked on this square. There we go. Alright, stage 7-5 is also only a 3, again, because the game's going to be a little nicer to us for a little bit. So right there's a little thing I don't think I've mentioned. If I have a non-wild piece and I put the cursor over crystal blocks, I can turn it into a power piece. That can be useful for setting up larger combos, or if you want to try to take advantage of what the power pieces can do. It can be useful. Let's throw this down because we need a wider area, so we can peel off that top layer. We have to go at least a 3x3 here. Finally, we got some yellows. Get out of this. Just trying to get a larger amount of stuff taken care of because it's not like we're getting a whole ton of yellows even still. So we just need this 3x3, which is now blocked on this L. There we go. Alright. 3 areas we gotta dig out are 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, so it's definitely. I'm gonna do this. Get that power up, and then that. The first 5 levels are definitely my worst part, not just in this speedrun, but in... Oh, that's why that's valid. In this, of all the categories in this game I play, the first 5 levels of this mode are the one where I am in the worst shape speedrun-wise. I'm first place in most emulator categories, but the emulator has loading lag. Those black screens are shorter on real hardware. And I feel like I think after I did the calculations, I shouldn't say feel. After I did the calculations, it seems like if I were to migrate to real hardware, I'd be in first place. I was trying just to burn that piece. It seems like I would be in first place in a lot of categories if I were playing on real hardware. Not Rescue Chapter 5. That is not a category that I would be in first place on. Nonsense. That's what blue blocked. Step this up. diligent at arranging pieces, because when there's 3 blocks, you get stuck. So. There's 3 block types. A little more precise with my language. So. Get rid of this. So what are my current potential issues? We want to reach under there to take care of that. We want to do this. There we go, 3 by 3. This is why I have my notes about what I need to do on each stage. It really does pay off. Okay, this is... Okay. What's up with this is not that they're making the game harder by making it faster. They are just sending me the tallest possible ball. You see when I drop there, the pieces will go red and glowy at the very top level, and if I leave the cursor on them, they will have an X, meaning I can't drop there or it will be an automatic strike. It's just out of bounds. Okay, let's just use this. That's why it's only 2 by 2. Thought there was another one I could trigger that one off of. Getting there though. This green is a problem, but we're out. Okay, we've got 2 stages left in 2.5 minutes. Although they are definitely not free stages. The other thing that the power pieces do that I haven't mentioned yet is when you drop on them, the combos run slower. And there's a number of things that this can do for you. First, it can make it easier to farm those power-ups because it makes it a lot easier to get to 20 in one quote-unquote one chain when you can actually use multiple chains to make one chain. The other thing, it doesn't factor into the speed run, but that's one of the main ways you get your multiplier and thus your score up. We need to work here. So you can increase your multiplier in 2 ways. One is a gravity combo, meaning you yoink a piece out underneath and something falls. The other way you can increase your multiplier is a fuse combo. So when you start those little white blocks that are breaking, if you do it with, you start the combo with a power piece and it's moving slow, you can grab them. You can grab the white piece, you can drag it somewhere else, you can start a new combo. It raises your multiplier. It's not super useful in the speed run, unless we're farming power-ups, which is not really something we do in this category. Be a 3 by 3 that we're digging. Careful right now. They already have one strike. Again, we're just trying to diagnose what is going to be the shortest route to finishing this. And that's going to be this. It'll reach under the corner and we'll get it. Get a nice fat goal. Let's see if there is a category that ends at episode 8. There's a category that ends in episode 10. I do not have another half hour on top of this to run to episode 10, but we have an outside shot at PBing this next category. We need a goal. We would definitely need a big goal, but we can't rule it out. Yeah, that, we just added ILs to the leaderboard too, so I'm going to submit that as a IL. I asked for ILs because I'm trying to get this game into marathons, but it's long, and it's kind of samey. So if we have ILs, I can show off the category that I think is interesting. I think that hide and seek is a more interesting mode than rescue, because rescue you just do the same thing every level. Hide and seek has a few different mini games. It's still always dig, but it's a little more it's more, the actual literal goal varies a little more. And it's also got the Crystal Tower, which is one of the harder things a puzzle game can ask you to do outside of being TGM. 2-2-2-2. The Crystal Tower is very touchy because it's made of crystal blocks, and if you break a block near a crystal block, it goes away. If you break a block near the Crystal Tower, it breaks the tower, and you game over. You don't get a strike, you game over. Now, you can just restart on the level that you were playing. That's not that degree of punishing. Just need a T. Okay, good enough, we're out of here. It's slower than I'd like, but definitely not bad. Need this. We got the rocket. Let's use it. Don't need this. Do want this power up, so let's try to snag that before we move on. It's hard to just get power ups and combos when the ball is of this size. Whenever it has 3 pieces on it, it's difficult to just kind of fall into a 20 chain. You actually have to put some degree of effort on it. Okay, that is not exactly the situation that I want. That's why I just nuked my power up. It would have been okay if I were 1 piece ahead in my blocks. It would have meant that I would have been able to grab with the green, take the green piece and slide it to the power up, knock it free. Just block them. Now this is a 3x3. Fortunately, that's not too far off. If I'm going for a 2x2, and it's a 3x3, that can be a bad time, but it did not hurt much there. What can we do with T? It's amazing how many T's it wants us to use in this couple of different. This is a little better. Still don't have a lot to do. So let's get power up, which again, just immediately start using. Alright, so do I have a red T? Because I think there's not a lot standing in my way right now. Be this one. There we go. Well, we got all 3s. The last one's a 4, though. Digging out 4x4 is kind of my Achilles heel in this. I have a hard time visualizing the bounds of it because it takes up so much of the screen. Oh, that's the wrong piece type. It's not a big deal. If you take a strike, you lose your power-up, so you do not want to take a strike while you have a power-up in hand. You want to use that power-up. There we go. Fire this, and then I can go and try to get that There we go. Alright. We're gonna just burn this. That's nicer than we usually end up with in this situation. But just blocking us. We're gonna be waiting on a T here. Let's go. This feels fast. I want this power up. Kind of working a bit far afield, but that's fine. I'm also going to use this power up. What can I do with this? There. That's something. Be a 3x3 and we're just blocked on just this to step up. There we go. Okay, this looks good. This looks real dang good. We have a 4x4 now. We have that power up. Let's go. Again, 4x4 is a big area. Getting that power up is going to help a lot. Step these up. It's going to be beeping at me a lot for pretty much. This is the end of the category, I promised, but things are looking very strong right now, so I'm like, I might be like, screw that. Don't need this though. But yeah, it's gonna be angy for a while. We can weather that. Now it's red, whatever. I'm just gonna trash this. I don't need it. Don't want it. It's blocking. It's gonna be in this corner for sure. Let's get this. Oh, okay, so we gotta be a little more careful. Thought I had a. I knew there was a piece there. That was blocking me. This should be it. Big gold. Big, huge gold. So now we got a mandatory cutscene. I'm gonna crack my door because this office gets hot. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna say, screw bedtime. We have a shot to take a solid PB on the full game. But we have a mandatory cutscene, so we get a moment. It gets harder from here. 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. Mostly the okay. Basically everything from here on out is 3 shapes in the ball. But there are a lot of 2s actually. I did not intend to play this one past episode 5, so this PB is on you, Dot. This is your fault. Because I should be getting ready for bed. But, maybe we'll get lucky and episode 9 will go terribly, but how am I doing so bad on episode 5? I get to episode 8. Maybe what I need to do is warm up on the back half of the game before I start playing the beginning. Maybe that's the idea. So I hope everyone's enjoying the silly cutscene in which all the robot helper buddies assault each other for about 3 minutes. which is a good chunk of, like, it's a good chunk of the time of the run. Yeah, we're 2 minutes in. It's a 2-minute cutscene. Only true Tetrisphere champions. Ah, Compliant Confused. This is a great song. What can we do here? I don't need that. So here you'll again see we have those X's when I drop at the topmost layer. There's actually one stage in hide and seek where the ball is maxed out to the point where you're not allowed to drop your first piece. You have to find a way to start a gravity combo just to get started. This should get it. There we go. And yeah, the timer is just gonna beat down on us so hard at this point. Deathless is not a guarantee from here on out. So there I had a lot of pieces I didn't want, so I did a pretty big piece build. So when we get that, one day we'll be able to get that rocket. So what's blocking us? I think it's going to be sweep. So sweep that out, we should be good. The music in this game is so good. You know, 13-year-old me didn't even like it. So 13-year-old me was an idiot. I got better. I like to think a lot of us got better. The alternative, staying the same or getting worse, not ideal. This should do it. We had a couple options. We dug out way more than we needed to. Just kind of worked out that way. But we have a dynamite going into the next stage. Is this 4 or 5? This is 4. Okay, I wish this was 5. First, because we'd be faster, but more because the dynamite's more useful once the target area gets bigger. There we go. Looking good, but the hard part hasn't kicked in yet. So, on the topic of the soundtrack in this game, so I have made exactly 2 BMS files in my lifetime. One of them is to Flim Flam, which is a song from this game. It played a fair amount like Ram's Switch does. I have to say Ram's Switch because there's 2 songs named Switch in 2DX. Switch, okay, the good one. Okay, that was a forced drop. We ran out of time. But the forced drop doesn't kill you unless it's a bad drop. But it looks dang scary. Need to get this extracted. I think we're good after that. Okay. This chapter's not gonna get any easier from here. Okay, I don't need this shape, so we'll drop that. And that. everything actually looks pretty good here. We're pretty much to the core. So I'm going to try to save this power up for later. Not necessarily a smart move. We just need a T. Just need to survive until we get a T. There we go. Thing I gotta remember about that time is 2 minutes and 15 seconds of that time is cutscene time. We've only actually been in the chapter for 5 minutes and we're to stage 7. Too many of these. It's been worse, but it's still too many. Alright. Can't work with that. We really need is L's, because that's what we want. And now, we suddenly don't need quite so many L's as we actually got. That does end up being the way it goes a lot of times in this game. Trying to save the power up for the next level, but that does require that we not take a bomb. Should get us 3x3. Okay. Place to use this, so we're just gonna go. It's the time to use the missile. In the early stages, you basically use them as soon as you get them. In these stages, you're waiting until you're stuck. Because the power-up timer is gonna slow down that death clock in the bottom. Take anything you can get. Really do not need these. Okay, I got greedy. I tried to burn 3. There we go. This feels real fast, though. Unfortunately, this means I was not able to carry that power up. Okay, if we're gonna get stuck with 3 shapes on the wall, this is the setup we want. This is the most friendly 3-shape setup. Let's use it. Don't need that. What I need is a T. Get a T, we can do a scoop. We are still not quite out of it. Just gonna mess that up. That's a loss on B. There we go. Alright. We have 2.5 minutes. Last stage of the episode. And not only do we need a 4x4, this is the worst piece combo we could have, in my opinion. I suppose I can't state it's a fact. It feels like it's a fact, because these are the least permissive pieces as far as block breaking goes. As I mentioned earlier, all rectangles require a full side in common to break. We're going to throw this down here, because we know we have to dig out more area than we can see. So we're going to... We don't want to throw it at the part we've already dug out. We want to set up digging out something else. Yellows. The other trick here is that I need to trouble with. Missed it. Okay. That's alright though. See there's a fire block down here. We would definitely like to hit that. double drop there. Double drop there. This is where the pressure really does start to ramp up. I'm trying to look at the ball and figure out what I need to do, while also not having any time at all to do so. Okay, lost my power up, but we're not dead. That's the most important thing, is we have not run away the stage yet. 10-second gold. Let's go. One chapter left. And now it lets me know that there's the secret minigame of lines, which also has a speedrun board. Okay, this is similar to the last episode, except deeper. Oh, and it's only 2 shapes for the first couple levels, so it actually is, again, a little bit of a reprieve. That's why I'm getting so many power-ups, because there's only 2 shapes on the ball. Which threw me for a little bit of a loop. Okay, we're out of stage 1. Let's go. That. So these couple of stages that we're seeing here play a lot more like the part of the speedrun that the Raiders didn't see. Where we only have 2 shapes on the ball and we can kind of breeze through things real quickly and everything. Misread it. One dropped further than I intended it to. Alright, we're out though. And now it gets harder again. We're back to 3 shapes. We got a short reprieve there. I'm gonna start a slow braking chain there for a bit. Has a lot of benefits at this point to be hitting those power piece chains, although it is probably... We're judicious about making those slow breaks, especially early in the run, because they do literally take more time to execute. That is just, that's a long way down. Here, try to finish this off just like that. Did not get that power up hiding under there. Wanted it, did not get it. One more stage of size 2 before, again, the difficulty spikes another time. Down. Drop this. Okay, that's unfortunate because we got 1 power-up from the power-up. We were supposed to get another from the block, but because of when I fired it off, we didn't actually get the 1 from the chain, only the 1 from the block. Let's go. Gotta pop. Pop. I almost feel like we're at the point where I should consider taking an intentional misdraw. That should get us out, though. And we get a power-up to go into the next level. Cool. I have L. So this next stage has the nice piece light. The nicest possible piece trio. That we are gonna drop until we hit a situation that we're kind of blocked on Z's right now. I'm gonna hope we reveal something useful. We did. this, because we're going to need a little bit wider area anyway. Take that. Again, let's try to save the power up to the next stage. I'd rather use it here than have it just disappear. What's blocking? Clean up that. We should be. We just got that one little. We need a L. So now we just need two. Still have one. All we need is to get this. We need to drop. There we go. Glad we were able to carry that power up. Okay, that hurts. That hurts. That one little crystal block just cost me a dynamite at this stage of the run, not to mention just having a strike. That could easily be a minute time loss by itself. Guess we'll find out. And if it causes us to fail the stage, it could be a lot more than a minute. One of these down here. Alright. To bring this up here. All I need to do is to get rid of this. Let's go. Still lost a good chunk of time. Hey Kawachi, hope you're having a good morning. Still working on Tetrisphere. I tried to cut an hour ago, but then Dot raided me, and then I started playing. Then I played a little more for the Raiders, and really, and then we got a really fat PB, and now we're trying to get a really fat PB on the full game category. But I am way past my bedtime. Yeah, okay, we are in trouble. I'm gonna try not to just take an intentional game over. I'm going to focus. Because we cannot take another misdrop, accidental, or forced. Do it. We should be out. Whew. Scary. That was a scary one. But yeah, I wanted to cut like an hour and a half ago, but I got roped into more. So this level, we have 4 shapes on the ball, which is just beyond rude. If we earn power-ups in this situation, it will be because the game is kind enough to put them on the ball. We're already into yellow time. It's dangerous. And then we're already into red time. And on top of that, we also need 3x3 still at this point. It's not like the game did not go back to a 2x2. So we are into basically some of the roughest stuff that this game has to offer. Our odds of getting piece blocked went up substantially. At least there's something I can do with the T right now. Okay, that was just... I was really moving to the side. Didn't think I was. Kinda regret doing that, but I do just need to be able to see what was under it. Alright, what we need, take this, clean that out. I think this should do it. Nope, we got one more. Just gotta get rid of this. That should do it. Cool. Alright, we only have 3 shapes on this next one, fortunately. But they're the 3 bad shapes. We know we're very square blocked down here. Let's try to work within what I misread that. At least we'll get rid of it this time. That should work. Still need these yellows out of here. They are. I'm gonna get rid of all of them. Should be out of here now. Alright, we have 4 minutes on the hardest stage in the game. 6 layers, 4 shapes, 4x4 dig target. Just absolutely ludicrous. Oh yeah, and the clock is still gonna be ridiculous. Let's see, sure that. Okay, I don't know what to do here. I am just completely blocked, so we're gonna have to take one of our missed drops already. It's not gonna work. Okay, that at least worked out. Worried that it was going to find a way to tell me that wasn't valid either. Alright. So we'll do that. I'll check that. I'm being very cautious when I line things up, making sure that I actually can see that I have a match. The game does give you that little glow to indicate that you do in fact have a valid match. Alright, we need this, we need this. Let's... those. I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. Okay. So we took that strike early and to play more conservatively. Scared of everything. That always lines up. God, we need to go with not sure exactly what shape I'm blocked on either. Okay, yeah, that sucks. We gotta be just beyond diligent from here on out. What's still holding us up? Let's go. And then it's gotta be down here. Boom! Whew! Okay, that's enough. We are done for the night. Big PBs, saved a minute, saved 2 minutes. Let me mark that with the stream marker.